Good morning, people. Welcome back to Onecraknews. As I sit here in my boss chair, spin around like a boss, I must tell everyone that I've also paid the cost. And because I paid this cost, the cost has always come back to cost me more. But let's talk about it even more on a grander scale. Now, what happens when you're dating a woman who seems to be and seem to have an addiction? Now, everyone would always say, man, I never date no drug addict. But here's the thing. I saw a lot of the things play out in a way that they probably shouldn't have. Morning, Mr. Carter. Now, here's the thing. I'll put you in rehab and won't tell your folks. Nice and smooth. Now, it's hard to save people from themselves because when you get in a relationship, people bring their baggage. But when you're just dating and you find this out, what do you do? Like some people are attached to a situation and they like, I can't leave. It's not just the money, because 9 times out of 10, most people who have this addiction when you're dating, you knew them, you didn't know them that long. So they're not using your money. They're using, they're using their own money. They're not concerned about you. You're not something that's going to hold them back or make them go forward. Not at all. I have to bounce. You got to bounce, son. It's time to bounce. Oh, man, that's funny. No, the situations are always different. And I felt like for me, it was always a different situation. I always have like what is called the broken wing syndrome. I try to help. And those are the situations I'm attracted to the most, the ones I feel like I can make a difference. I can fix this. I can make her better. Because naturally, that's what you want to do for her. You want to get her well. You want to get everything going that you would want to see. All the things you want to see happen at the time. You feel like I could change this outcome. I could turn her around. Me. That's who. Casino Captain Sable. So I always feel that there's a chance to help. I'll tell you one time I dated somebody who was apparently just messed up on drugs. And it was the shock of a lifetime because this person was gorgeous. I mean, drop dead gorgeous. And you would not even think there was a chance that this woman would do drugs. Now, a lot of people, y'all think drugs is just like, okay, here is cocaine, marijuana. Some people like have allowances for certain drugs. People are like, oh, well, she'll do a bump here and there, or she'll do, marijuana every now and then, get high. To me, I don't like any of these things. These are bad traits. And when I see these bad traits, they lead to bad mistakes, that leads to bad decisions. Functional druggie. You guys are hilarious. So the thing is, I couldn't believe it. Like, this girl was on drugs. It's like I never saw it as a massive thing at first. Because I said, well, maybe, this is just something that she got because she's in the suburbs and hanging around these people she was with. This is what she picked up. I can get her out of it. So with me, when you date me, you're actually doing things. You're interacting. We're out having a good time. There's no drugs. There's wine, there's dinner, there's food, there's all this stuff. And she's having a great time. But to keep, she doesn't want the party to wind down. She likes to keep the party going. And that's when I started to notice she had a problem. I'm like, it's Tuesday. I mean, don't you? I'll be like, it's Tuesday. I gotta go to work in the morning. I'll be like, what did you say you did again for work? Because she had her own place. She had her own place. She's drop dead gorgeous. And my God, this woman was incredible. And I was like, man, she was probably one of the finest women I ever dated, but was a problem because of the narcotic. Her drug of choice, what I come to find out, was not just the pills. She was in a car accident. See, it's always a sympathy sob story to suck you in to what the problem is. I was in a car accident, my back was injured, and I have to take these pills in order for this. So you like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I make sure you get them. And and I'm like, hey, did you take your pill? Did you do this? She's, oh no, I'm fine. But if somebody got some more pills, I'm like, wait a minute, you just took 2 for your back, and now you're drinking. Doesn't the prescription say something about drinking if you're on the pills? I'm like, that's why I got you a water to take them. You're not my babysitter. I'm like, oh. She turned into a demon on me. No, she was a black girl. Hey, what's up, Mr. Finn? Yeah, then she flipped out. Couldn't tell her what to do. And you'll quickly find out how much they don't care about you in the end. Like, you mean nothing. That narcotic means more to them than life. I mean, it was so bad. This person walked past me, sent me all these emojis with kisses and hearts. And next thing you know, we just happened to be in the same place. I'm checking my phone. Next thing you know, I see her. She's walking and she's got on a big coat. It's like 85 degrees. She's got on a big coat, wrapped up, and she just walks right past me. And she was with some other guy who looked like he was from Tales from the Crypt. And he looked like he's just been slapped like Johnny 8 Ball. He was wired. He couldn't keep his jaw still for some reason. I don't even know what that was, what symptom of drug that is. But whatever it was, if there was a poster for drugs, he would be the poster boy for it. And he was just like, and he just walking, and I'm like, why is she armed up with that guy? And then they walked right past. She looked right at me and just walked right past me. I'm like, you just sent me heart emojis 2 minutes ago. I didn't call her to say what the hell. I didn't call her to say anything. I just immediately never talked to her again. That's right. I knew Holly, buddy. I knew Holly from Flavor of Love. She wanted me to manage her. Mr. L, who wants to say I'm photoshopping. Anybody know anything about Karceno's production here is that he don't even know how to Photoshop. They're sobering up. Oh my goodness. All I know is it was a nightmare. So we had a big fight because she wanted to go run off with some drug dealers like down the road. I didn't call her back, nothing. So she calls me as if nothing happened, like about 4 or 5 days later. Hey, what's up? Where have you been? I'm like, I just saw you and drug addict Johnny. Oh no, that was my friend. That was you? Why you didn't say nothing? I didn't think it was you. Why wouldn't you think it's me? I got a 40-inch gold chain in the suburbs. I'm the only one with a 40-inch link with a big Wu-Tang medallion. Who else could that guy be? No, she never needed me to buy her drugs. She never needed me. One time she only needed me to find her some Valium. And I don't know nothing about drugs. I'm come back with Vicodin. I'm like, hey, here it is, Vicodin. Thank you. I was like, wait a minute. You said Valium, right? I gotta go back out there and get the Valium. I didn't know the difference. I'm thinking that it's the same thing, I guess. I don't know. But she took that and was like, yeah, go and get me the Valium now. But these Vicodins are great. Bring me more. I'm like, how many? Where's the directions? Where are the directions for these things? Aren't you supposed to take like one every 12 hours or so? You're not my babysitter. Then she became so self-destructive. Then she got caught in a lie, and that was just it. Oh, fentanyl, the new thing. You ain't kidding. I've been stepping over dead bodies for about a year now. I saw this one guy, like he was in there cracking jokes. Yeah, what's up, man? Next thing you know, he was dead. Like 2 hours later, I had left, and they was like, man, You left. Once you left, dude died. Him and his buddy took some drugs. He lived. The buddy lived because the cops chose to save him. His buddy was white. That guy was black. And they chose to give the white guy the wake-up juice. And they ain't had no more for the brother. So the brother died. But they had the wake-up juice for him. Because now, because of this fentanyl phenomenon, police are required to carry the kit that like wakes you up. They shoot you with this injection and it's supposed to wake you and knock you, pull you out of it. Well, see, here it is. They don't advertise it as fentanyl. It's being sold and mixed in with other drugs like cocaine. You might think it's cocaine, but it's got fentanyl in it. And that's what took out the Mac Miller and other artists. Yeah, it was a big controversy over that. They chose the white guy over the black guy, and they just like let him die. And they were like, wait a minute, they could have called another police unit and came and got the guy that shot. By the time they got to they called the ambulance for the black guy, and the ambulance got there. He was just basically gone already. They couldn't do anything for him. The world is an addiction, serving us a fix. We're all addicted to something. I'm just very fortunate mine hadn't to be drugs. Some might say you have a gambling addiction. I have a competitiveness addiction. I like to win. Well, most people find out when things come to an end, it's time to walk away. But they'll never love you as much as they love the narcotic. They know they're doing wrong. They just feel guilty that they got to keep doing this to you. Keep breaking your heart, keep disappointing you. Because their love is that narcotic. Their love is the high. And they're chasing it. And if you're not along on the mission, you might as well get out now because there's nothing you can be able to do. You can try to help, but if they don't want to, the person has got to want to help themselves. And if they don't want to try to help themselves, it's not going to go down. Yeah, because you want to you want to be the change. Everybody want to be the one that change. Like, I got her off drugs. You want to be that guy. Let me tell you the last straw. After she hadn't done drugs for like 2 weeks. She had went 2 weeks without doing drugs, and it was amazing. And then my birthday was coming up. So I'm like, you don't have to come celebrate my birthday. I got this. You ain't got to go celebrate the birthday. And she was like, no, I'm going to go out for my friend's party, which I already knew the chances of her going to do drugs during this party were extremely high. And I know people at my birthday party, they didn't know her, especially like I did. So this was going to be a problem. I don't want her to come here and embarrass me. I'd rather her just stay wherever she is. So after listening to her, this story and all this stuff, she went to another party. I was more than happy with her not being where I was at, because the party was somewhere where she wasn't supposed to be. And all of a sudden, she shows up. Oh, so sorry about that. All of a sudden, she shows up and she's a mess. I can tell she's done coke, pills, and liquor from looking at her. And she's walking in, and I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, what's up? Woo! Happy birthday! I am here for you. I said, oh my God. This is not good. I tried to turn and walk away and go away from my friends so they would not see me, because mostly everybody had left. It was like near the end of the night. So people were going home, and she shows up. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, she's a wreck. And as soon as this happens, and she's like, what's wrong? Why are you? I'm like in the corner, like in the table in the corner in the dark. And I got her over there. I'm like, what are you doing here? I told you don't come here. You're a mess. I didn't come here to get yelled at. I came here for you. I'm like, okay, just calm down, because you know she could get crazy when the drugs, and now everybody's throwing guilt and shame on her. She just goes crazy, and I don't want her to run out, get in an accident, and you know, next thing you know, you the one who did it. I said, all right, just relax, just bring it down to a 4, and maybe we could. You're right now, you're on a 280. I need you at a 4. Can you do that? Can you just come down to a 4 a little bit? You're at 280. Just bring it down. Let's stay here and chill for a minute. Get you right or something. Man, oh man. So people, I guess these other 2 guys who were there, they look like really like Coco-matic. 2 shiesty dudes, and they could spot. I guess they could spot each other. Another cokehead could spot another cokehead like from a mile away, and that's what it was. It was like, I'm like, I looked at them dudes like, those dudes are shifty. Something's wrong, and they're just in there like, hey, everybody, hey, how's everybody doing? I'm like, everybody's fine. We don't need you over here. So I guess she picked up on it too, that they had drugs, and she could just sense that these people had drugs. Now you would think she's had enough drugs already. So she creates this big fight. She dances on the dance floor, and now she's looking for drugs. So she's like, snatches away from me. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? We have a conversation, a big argument in the parking lot. I'm like, you know what? I'm leaving. I'm going home. Now, either you coming with me or you staying here. I'm leaving. I cannot have you here embarrassing me in front of my friends. So I'm going home. So she stayed there, and man, she put up a big thing. I'm a grown woman. I got my own money. I pay my own bills. I don't need a bodyguard or someone to tell me what to do. You're not my boss. I said, okay, I'm out. So while she was still talking, I turned around, walked out the door. I was gone. I got in my car, I drove. No, next thing you know, I hear, why did you leave? I went running back after you. I left after you left. I said, oh, you did? Okay, that's cool. Let me go check and make sure. I went and checked the what they had. They had this you know how the club have at night, they have a photographer go around and take pictures all night, and then they post it on their website. They had their little promotional website. Look at the pictures from last night. So that guy was there that night. She's too coked up to know anything. I know what happens there on those nights. So right away, I said, okay, they took pictures that night. Let me go to the pictures. And I could tell which ones, they are normally by time. And I could tell what pictures at what time was taken. And sure enough, the last picture of the night is her hugged up with two cokeheads. The two cokehead guys talking about she left the club. I'm like, not only were you busted in the lie, you're with the two cokehead dudes in the picture. So I take the picture and I'll send it right to her. Like, here you go. You went home that night. You went running after me. Remember that story? Well, this just breaks your lie. Tore her lie in half. So naturally, she's pissed off and starts arguing about everything else. They're talking about some, you know what? You're just too much. I don't think we should date anymore. And I'm like, oh, that's way done. One thing you can never do with me: don't embarrass me. You embarrass me, that is it. You are gone. You are cut off completely. She chose that route, so she was gone. So you're fighting the addiction with the woman, man, that is tough. Especially when you don't do drugs. If you don't do drugs and all that craziness, they don't understand the sober reality of just enjoying life. They got to get themselves on drugs to enjoy life. That's no life at all. They don't see it that way. She had never met them people a day in her life. It didn't matter. They had drugs. A drug addict will go into the most dangerous place. It could be an alley, a bum. If he got some drugs, oh, this is a nice place. I like how you fixed it up. It's better than that alley on 35th Street. She could be in a mansion and be down there in the slums, all for the love of narcotics. The chasing that high, the love of that high. It's crazy. So hopefully this video saves a life or two. Can't have these drug addicts around you, man. Yeah, I have a lot of time without drinking liquor or anything. I have a great time. Oh yeah, I've given a woman a chance who cheated on me. I gave her a chance. I blame myself. That's when I was younger, of course. I was stupid enough to blame myself. Yeah, this was my fault. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. Took her back and everything. I've already told this in the hood stories. Everybody remember the hood story. The one with the girl with the car. She heard the guy with the rims pull up. Saw the car with the rims. She ran into the window. And he went and got the Lexus. Y'all remember the story. Hey, she's not fat. She was fat in the right places. But they did make her lose weight. Let me get up out of here. The next story we'll do is the next story we'll do is the story when the girl boob fell off. So